I'm Cyclin, and I'm here with the day 1 update for the Legacy of Phrecia 2.0. So far, it has been a blast. It hasn't been super smooth, and I had some rough spots, I had some stuff to figure out, and I learned why I usually spend 1 to 2 weeks practicing my League starter, testing everything, understanding every minute detail before I make a guide of it. I do want to apologize, I already did it in writing, but I want to say it here one more time. My Phrecia League starter was a theoretical planned, it wasn't practically planned, and I should have sold it as that. I should have not oversold the confidence I had in the League starter. I apologize for anybody that I got onto this that had a rough time in early maps. Now, I will share with you in a moment how I did it, how it went smoother, but I do just want to apologize, and I will promise that in future build plans, I will either tell that they are theoretical, or I will heavily practice them out, and plan them out, and test them out, which I will do for normal league stats anyway, but the Phrecia one was a tiny special case. Now, how did I manage to make it as smooth as possible? First of all, right now I am in T16 maps. I have decent amount of completion, decent amount of favorite slots, I have a decent amount of idle stuff unlocked, I'm currently able to kill Shaper, I killed my own Shaper, I haven't gotten to Maven and Uber Elder yet, and I'm running the last bit of completion. Right now, I'm running Exile Altars, which is good, and I will showcase a map of that at the end of the video, but I want to talk about the progression. Yesterday, Bitter Dreams were quite expensive. However, Stormblade of Indecision was fairly cheap and Replica Bitter Dreams were fairly cheap. Normal Bitter Dream is better than Replica, now I recommend buying those. Yesterday I would have said buy a Replica Bitter Dream. So, Bitter Dreams, really good, really solid. If you can buy a Bitter Dream, get a Stormbrand in here, get Stormbrand linked up to things like Conk Effect, Arcane Surge, Cruelty, it's gonna be really good. That will get you quite a bit. So this 3-link in a Bitter Dream will carry you throughout. Now brand playstyle is a little bit different than I anticipated compared to things like Blade Vortex, and I will show that again in the map in the end. But I just quickly wanted to state that this really good, and if you can get a Falborn Heat Shiver, they are also dirt cheap, 3 chaos plus 4 chaos. This will get you all the way into red maps, and from there you can farm up your normal Heat Shiver plus decent rare weapons. Once you have a 6-link and 2 decent weapons, it is better than a Bitter Dream. But you need to get there, of course. These weapons I was able to buy for 10 chaos. I don't know where they would be right now. What I was looking for was either flat spell damage to lightning, or increased spell damage, or increased lightning damage, or increased cold damage. Then +1 to lightning or +1 to all. Then crit multi, and or crit chance, and or cast speed, 2 of those 3. So those do exist, they are not totally cheap, but they are affordable. You can also try to craft them with your tree. The tree crafting I used on boots, gloves, and ring, just to get my resistances fixed. But yeah, that has been the upgrades and the progression. Get a Bitter Dream, get a Falborn Heat Shiver until you can afford a normal Heat Shiver and decent weapons, get a 6-link body. And Penance brand, people were correct. I apologize again. I saw one video where one was saying, oh, without it is okay enough. And I, again, didn't have any practice to practice myself. So I had Stormbird of Indecision. This one was good without Explosion. With Explosion, Penance brand of Dissipation got better. So once I had the Berek ring, I was able to put this in and I'm good to go. Can alternatively do this with the Storm Shroud. This node, right here, within the Tempest, works with Berek's Respite. I will again show that in the map in a moment. These work really well together. Also, Glacial Wave works really good. I have skipped Sealex. I haven't missed it so far outside of the very last bit of campaign where I really wanted the resistances. But the Glacial Wave, less damage taken, is pretty good. And of course, Ghost of the Deep, Stormy Seas do exactly what I was hoping them to do. Now, let me quickly show you a map. So we have here cooldown, buff expire, possessed, and monster poison hit. Remember these 4 mods? I'm putting this in. And now we have also skeletons damage, and less curse effect. So those are 3 additional mods. And I got lucky because this time I didn't got things like action speed. Now, the build plays a little bit different than I anticipated. And I wanted to showcase this because I wasn't able to actually showcase this in the actual guide. I activate my haste. And I'm always placing the brands at the edge of my screen. And I'm not spamming the brands. I'm just placing one every couple seconds when I get 2 new enemies. And with this, and keeping Arcane Surge up by pressing Assassin's Mark here and there, and the clarity, I'm able to fully sustain my mana without the need of any mana flask. Whenever I see too many enemies, I do take a step back. The issue is that while I have freeze, if I get hit first, despite having a decent amount of life in ES, the whole thing is just gone. I do need to fix the survivability. I haven't found a perfect solution yet. I'm expecting to go some ES evasion hybrid, similar to what we did in risk mapping in the Echoes of the Atlas League. Which one was that? I forgot the name of it. But as you can see here, when I am attacking first, no issues whatsoever. Hex die, Penance kills one enemy and then the explode chains. And the shock spread seems to be instant, meaning that it happens right with the explosion in the perfect order. That everything is shocked before they get damaged, causing a chain reaction of explosions, clearing the entire screen. But for that, it feels pretty good. Taking it a bit simpler here so I can also do a couple of explanations. You can increase the speed a slight bit. Just don't run ahead of your brands is what I noticed. Whenever I run ahead of my brands is when I got caught, when I died, when I got surrounded by enemies. Our main survivability layer right now is killing everything in one big attack before they touch us, or at least freezing them if we can't insta-kill them. If we get captured before we do the damage, before we can freeze, that is when I will die. When goats are off-screening me, tornado shot projectiles, or unique betrayal enemy or something is chasing me that I cannot freeze, that is the moment when my survivability feels lacking. There. I went into the wave of enemies before placing my brand and I almost got caught. But other than that, the build feels fine. I did manage to get to level 90. I'm pretty sure I can get a couple more levels on this. I will see how exactly I'm gonna push this further again. But yeah, I just wanted to get the update out. I actually wanted to show some gameplay with actual explaining things, not just, hey, look, this is a perfect piece of gameplay that might have been my 5th or might have been my 10th recording. You don't know, because you only see the footage that I show you. So I wanted to show all these minor details. Right now I'm also using my Grafts defensively. I have endurance charges. I have petrified blood, which is nuking my survivability slightly. But this part is overleech. I'm leeching my cold damage. And I used to leech ES. I'm currently not. I took this node out here. I also was able to leech ES, but the ES leech didn't felt as great because the ES pool isn't as high yet. But yeah, Heart of the Flame defensively, Tender Embrace defensively, because I'm never on full life. Both are perma-proccing whenever they are up. It is not feeling bad. I think I did a pretty good choice of a league starter, but it is not feeling perfect yet, and I will need to improve on this. If you want to continue following me, you will be finding daily updates on my website. That has been it for me. Video has been long enough. Have a wonderful day. Any questions, feel free to ask. And if you're watching this on the Saturday of the league, I'm gonna be live on Twitch. So feel free to come over there and say hello. Let me know what you think about the build. Goodbye.